Welcome in, my people. We are going to work on this today. And, ooh, don't do that. Rip. Off to a beautiful start. But I had an epiphany in that I should replace these with these. Like, I'm sure I could find some variation to it. But otherwise, that looks solid. The only other thing I was thinking was finding another color so it's not so much white, but it's pretty much just as much white anyway. Because, like, this isn't even fully blue. Let me see your creativity. This is the village I'm working on right now, is this custom... I still have tons of decorating to do, but I'm doing all the main structures right now. Like, what I'm going to be working on today first, after I kind of touch up that building a little bit, is... Nope, not that one. Where is it? This build, this setup. I haven't done the windows yet. I still have to do the windows on that setup. Hey, how's it going, Jess? But otherwise, here's the village so far. Hello. How we doing? So I still want to build a stage over here. But I might have to build it further than I did even. I think we keep those ones open like that, but we just make the ones going back like this. And then... Is that right in the middle? That's right in the middle, I think. Yeah, something like that. This is going to be like a little concert dance area. But I'm still going to work on that probably last. I just wanted to change up the walls there because what I'm going to do today is I think I'm going to build another building that goes half a step down from there. So like here, right? Yep. And then this will drop down into another build though. Let's make it really close and just put the door. No, we should probably make like a landing first. At least give it a landing like that. And then a door like that. And then this is where we'll start another... Oh, other way. We'll start another building right here. That is probably just a one-story, but it'll be half a wall off the ground. No, I kind of want it to probably go out further than that. Like so. Like so. See, like, this is how a lot of people think you need foundations. It's just like regular BR. So from here, what I'm going to do is go under and just put these stands like I did over there. And these can go into the ground. So now instead of having like, you know, some big chunky foundation piece that's holding this up, you know what I mean? And then you have to like cover all that up. Like you don't, like foundations do work, but you don't need them at all. Oops, that's wrong. So like this house is going to be held up just like that. And it's better to start this way because if you started from here, you'd have to figure out all the height to get that doorway to line up. But if you just start and snap things, like just snap a floor, stair piece there, snap a floor there, snap the door there, now you have the perfect height set up for the entire building. Honestly, even if you're trying to make your own flatland, I don't recommend it because there's even situations where, like, let's say you want to make flat over there, like on that hill. You could do foundations, but again, like I said, you can still do essentially the same technique I'm doing with pretty much like any build. So you would just like take a floor and like build it outwards like this. And then you're like, oh, but what about all that space underneath? Well, that's when you would go and get a little creative, go to the walls, go to the archways. There's a lot of different pieces that can work. Like these, for example. You just throw them under. And then you should have like matching posts just to continue those down. And then, so this is how I would make a flat spot up here. Because again, you could use foundations, but then there's just a big bricky chunk that you have to worry about instead of having something look more natural like that. I'm lagging. Yo, Zeppelin with the GGs. How's it going, Mako? How's it going, Zadie? You're a great builder. Thank you. Yeah. Let's go and a half. Then the switch. Oh. Good thing I got a fresh water today. What's in my way? No, nothing. My imagination. No. Oh, I think it's because... Yeah. If you aim through this plant, it thinks you're, like, aiming at the plant or something like that. Oh, yeah, going that way is not going to be the right amount of things, but that's okay, because we can just probably do this. Oh, it's not. I guess I could just do custom ones, because these right here, they're basically the same piece as this. So when you run in these situations where, like, this is 16, these are all 16 wide walls, this is a 16 and an 8. So really, what I would do is just boom, there, and then, oh, the stupid plant again. There, so it's going to be a little bit bigger of a gap, but luckily these specific pieces for beachside have these beam things, and you can just fill the space. So it's like you're basically taking this single piece and just elongating it. Here, we're good to do these. So you can build into the ground, you just can't build through pieces. And that's what I'm doing here strategically, is building into the ground, so that way these are only showing halfway. Oops. So then we go there, there, and there. So now we got this build. I guess let's get the floor in, huh? Oops. I guess we can do it this way. All right, give me the roof. Yeah, I'll have the fancy part of the roof facing inward. Okay, so this is the Epic Bricks roof spacing. And this is for, I mean, this is not overall roof spacing. If you want to do a really fancy technique with pretty much any theme, it works with not just beachside. Works well with the farm, the cabins, the castle, a lot of different buildings you can do this technique. So what it comes down to is the spacing you want on the side profile of your building. Let me make this easy to see. So you want it to be corner piece, right? So a 2x2 and a 2x2. And then a 16 plus an 8 between it. So 24 between your corners. That gets you the spacing that I'm doing right here. And what that allows you to do is make a really cool... See how it doesn't connect? And you might be like, oh, well, I want my roof to connect. Well, check this out. There's a really cool technique. So as long as you have this spacing, you can stack another one going this way. This is to do like a non-symmetrical roof build. So then we're going to do the same thing, and I'll show you here without even... It basically gets you this really beautiful look where on one side it's 2 roof pieces high, but on the other it's only 1, and you get those that kind of window look. So it ends up looking really... I know it's actually hard to see because it's dark. But it's a really nice roof technique that you can do. It needs a specific spacing for the way, again, and an easier way to do it, to be honest, is if you want to set up this roof technique, here's what you do. You put down a corner piece, then you put down this roof piece, then you put down this roof piece, and then essentially you've got your spacing just about, so you'd want it, like right here, although it would hover. So what you would do is just take a temporary piece, put it right there, and then take this one. Oops, nope, that one. There, so now it's where it needs to be, and then you would just bring your other corner down. And now you don't have to worry about, you would just fill in the middle however you want, but it's still, and then you would just break that piece, but it still gets you like the same setup without having to worry about the wall. You just do the roofs first. But here, let me show you what it can look like. So this roof is a little more advanced. It has a curve to it, but it uses that same... See how there's like a top layer there? A half wall's length. Right here. So that's what this... And it looks really good from the side. Like, it looks very natural. And since it's not just a symmetrical triangle, it gives a lot more depth than, like, a triangular roof would. How's the farming? I've been building lately. So now we do the same thing on this side real quick. Boom, boom, boom. Now with different build kits, like if you have Lion Knight's Castle and you do this exact build, because you can do that exact spacing with the castle parts, or if like you have Lion Knight. So again, you could do this with a lot of different styles. And then so here, luckily, this set has like the perfect half window to fill that space. So that way when you bring the house down, it like has an extra layer to it. You see what I mean? Like there's 2 windows. Or like an extra window up there instead of it just being blank. It ends up making like a really nice house. With Beachside Boulevard, if you have it, I'm going to show you how to do not only this roof technique, but the fancy windows that you might have seen over there. They're actually custom. So what you do is with this spot, for Beachside Boulevard, unfortunately, there is little to none half walls in this kit. So there's this is, oh, I guess I should get rid of the bugle. But these are all the half walls for Beachside Boulevard. You have this corner piece, And then you have this 16 wide wall. So like you could take this and fill that space with these, but that would be a little blank and boring. So I came up with a way. It uses all Beachside Boulevard parts, but it looks fantastic. So what we're going to do is first we're going to go to the floors. We're going to take the beachy, thin 8x2 floor, and we're going to stack that 2 high right there to continue that white line. And then is where the magic comes in. The beams. We want the beachy bracket. That is going to fit right here. We're going to nudge that one all the way to the right. And this one to the left. Bada bing, bada boom. We have ourselves a fully custom, beautiful looking window. Where normally you would have to just fill it with really blank, boring half walls if you're trying to fill that. So. I use white fences to fill spaces with beach. Do you mean like where? Like in between? Why is your health bar spiked? It means I'm in expert mode. It's like the visual indicator for expert mode, that's all. So and then you can do this with bigger spaces too. You just have to do the spacing a little bit differently. But this technique is doable. And I'll show you another example where I use this. That's not in the roof area over on this building, I believe. Yeah, so check it out. So right here, this stairway was because this stairway goes right up against the wall. And the window pieces for beachside, a lot of them have, it's hard to see, but there is like very small pieces sticking out. You see there at the top how there's that like barely sticking out. Well, that blocks this stairway from being here. So what I did is I used the 16 wide half floors and then just built those custom windows so that way I could actually fit something here without it just being blank. But you can use it all over the place. Do you have any general tips for better building rather than specific techniques? So for general building, learning the snap and the nudge feature. Like maybe you know this, maybe you don't, but nudging moves it horizontally, one space at a time. That's your directional pad on controller. And then there's also snapping. So snapping, when you snap, it will let you snap them to other points on other parts. And they don't always have to be same type to same type. But this snapping and nudging you can also do at the same time. So like if I wanted to snap this here to copy, because otherwise it's really, look at this, it's going, like if I try to do this, it's going lower and then it goes up here. But if I want the same height, I'm going to snap it there. But let's say I wanted that height, but I also wanted to move it somewhere else. Well, now I have the same height that I have on this one because I snapped it, but I nudged it over at the same time. So you can snap and nudge at the same time. And snapping and nudging is like the best way to get things to go where you want them to go. That's not really going to work there. I'll just do, yeah. I'll just do these. It doesn't even really need like something going down per se. This one can, I suppose. This one's got the room for it where we can actually fit like a whole doodad down here. So right here is an example of where I'm not using snapping, I'm using nudging. So pieces can go into the ground. So what I'm doing here is one, I'm crouching because it gets my camera angle lower. And then I'm able to look at the bottom of this because when I'm looking at the bottom of this, it's actually going to go from top to bottom and build it downwards. Whereas like if I'm up here, it's like pretty much, it's hard to get it to like line up right there and then aim it. So what I'm doing here is I'm looking down here and then I think I would like it that way. And I'm going to nudge it there. So if I move my camera, it's going to move it around still. So what you want is to like lock your camera in place so that it's on the level. So right now I've got it on the height that I want, which is right below this floor piece. And then I'm able to nudge it and place it. And then same thing with the other side. Crouch, get our camera. So the piece will attach to wherever your camera is. And then here we need to nudge it over a few spaces, put it there, we're good. Right here. I think that's 8 long, yeah, so we're just gonna do two of those like that. And then, why not? What's the best pickaxe? The Shatterhorn pickaxe, the mythic one, but you gotta beat the Storm King for that one. Oops. Yeah. Objects are in the way. Oh. Wait. That's not right. Why is something shouldn't be in the way? Oh, maybe it was over a space. Oh yeah, it's just like lining up weird. There we go. So between here and here, I'm going to do those window combos, but I might do less of them. Actually, no, that needs to go that way. There we go. So now what we want to do is let's get this piece and let's just get the spacing figured out. Start from there and then we break with that. And do the same thing on the other side and we'll work our way inward and that'll be much easier to determine what like the quote unquote proper spacing is here. Oh, did I mute myself? Oh, mute the game. So like that. And then we'll just do another one. I think here we just do that. Because that's what it would look like going all the way across otherwise, which is just like way too repetitive. But you see how nice this looks? See how nice that is? We got windows at this level, at that level. We're about to have windows at that level. I think I've got all the structure stuff done here. Oops. That's okay. Got it. Okay. I think we can do... You know what? I don't like these ones being blue. They look good on the other build, but they don't look good on this one. I swear. It just doesn't look right. On the other build, it kind of blends in more. This one just looks weird. There we go. Now I just got to do the windows. No. Let's do the door. There. Right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So this is where you go back, and once you get the hard part of the structure done, it's so much easier to go back and then do the pretty parts, the parts that like make it all come together, like the windows and stuff. Wait a minute. Oh, I was like, did they nerf the recents list again? This one also might look better with different window there. Like let's try this combo. I like that, but it's a little too like centered. So let's try. I'm gonna say these two. Let's do two of these and do it more like. Is there another double one? I think that one would be better. What do you think? Because I can do the big bay windows on the front, like the big open ones. I think we do those ones like there. Those ones there. Yeah, what's going on, Opie? Hanging in there, zoning out on the build for sure. But maybe that's a good thing. Hey, dude, just quick question. How can I get bear pelts and the giant thing scales quicker? Oh, pretty much just farming bears and going on hunts for brutes. It's not like a super quick thing. The best thing you can do is if you have the runes, having luck on your weapon, the luck rune will help you get a few faster, but it's nothing like insane. I don't know. What do you guys think? I think that honestly is going to be better. And then back here, we just go like 8, and we skip what, 8? Like that, so there's not too many windows. Then, yeah, I like this structure a lot. I'm happy with this. I gotta do the other windows still, but... Okay, got that. One there. That's not gonna fit there, is it? No. So we'll just do that there and there. You have the dream job. Thank you. I forgot that's a full heal. I can try to teach you as I go. I try to talk my way through things. I know sometimes I can move a little fast, but... Wait a minute. Okay. I was like, why is my math not adding up there? Okay. Got more of that built. That built. We're good. We're good. We're good. I never built railings here. Never really did this underside either. That's okay. We'll do it now. Boop. Wait. Oh, I'm out of stuff. There we are. All right. Now, I think that's all the stairs and the patio I wanted to do there. Otherwise, that's good. This is good. Could add like another deck to one of these, like maybe in the back or something, but... For spiderweb, the nest is probably the best. Otherwise, I also recommend, I don't know if the drop's still the same, but the spiders in the Frostlands, I think they might have changed it now because of the difficulty thing, but they used to drop 3 silk per spider, per like snow spider. All right, this building done. Let's do this one next. All right, so for this one, let's go. I feel like it'd be too many windows if I did something like that. It's just too many windows, but at the same time, I gotta find a good balance here. Like, I'm thinking like this wouldn't be terrible. All right, because then I could do the same thing over here. Wait, which ones did I just use? The squiggly ones. And then across the back. Something like that. Or no. I do like the way these ones look so much better, though. I've already got the stairs in here. Oh, that would look there. I'd have to do it up differently, but it might be an interesting idea if I made like a little sunroom. If you're building along the beach village, yeah, I kind of just go with the flow. Like I said, I leave all this kind of window decision making to the end. I suppose we could go with these ones. Oh. Because I kind of like reserving one type of window for the top of a building and another type of window for like the second floor or just different floors in general. Technically, I could always make that a door, too. Let's do another entrance there. Or I suppose I could do a double-decker one that wraps around and goes, yeah, let's try that first. Move. Yeah, I got it. Watch this. Boom. We do dir. And we do is it gonna work coming out that way? You know what? I could probably there we go. So that way it's like snug up against the wall. Boom. It's a little bit overlapped there, but I don't think it'll get in the way of any of the railings. That one we don't need one there, so we're good on that. Yeah, that'll be a nice little second entrance up here. Makes it a little cramped, but I like the idea of how it looks from the outside rather than how cramped a room or a hallway is in the inside, as long as it's not like too crazy. So that gives us a because like these walls were also so like barren, it was hard to do anything with them. Now, if I have some blankness, it'll make a little more sense. So I don't think we could do that there because that's gonna get blocked. However, so I think just two of these is too much. Plus that one gets bumped. I could just do one of these in the middle here for this one. Oh, it's blocking it. Oh, it needs to go out one more space, I see. We can do that. Do I still have the blast powder on me? Somehow I don't. Where did I leave it? Where's my car? I need another random... Wait, did I put it in here? Why do I not have any blast powder? Where's my car? I feel like they did something with the weapons and tools beside the scope. I don't think they did. Yeah, what's going on, little bear? By the way, I like your videos. Thank you, I appreciate it. Guess I'll just take another thruster off. Give me the blast powder. Like, I know I forgot one over here. In my banana man. I might work on some pathways today, because that's going to take quite some time. When did I start playing LEGO Fortnite? When it came out, December 2023. Okay. Okay, got it. I need to move that over one more space, Rip. So what I'm doing here is an upside down build technique. If you didn't realize what was going on there. So what I'm doing is I'm building, see how that button, when I aim at that, it's going to make it upside down, but it's going to put it upside down right below that other piece I already have placed. I think I have it turned the right way. I can't tell. So then I would place it. Now it is able to connect essentially like butt to butt. So I just mirrored that piece. Candy, not often, but I need to do more of that. I've been wanting to. Do some village features again. There we are. Good about this window a lot too. I could have used this window. Probably, honestly, there could have been a good place for it before I put the door there. But I can still put one out here or on this side. That could end up looking really good. Oh yeah, it can't go on the top floor because the roof gets in the way. And I think even here, if I were to put it like here, like I think this ends up bumping into it. No, I could always put it over on this one. This one's got the same situation going on, I think. Where it would end up looking good. Like there. Especially if I did like 2. That could be interesting for that build. Yeah, I've caught a legendary storm popper. Yo, Valena, how's it going? Otherwise, I like that. I might be able to do it there too. Let's see, does that get... Oh, see, it gets blocked by the roof, unfortunately. I wonder, does the pleasant one fit on top all the same? This thing? Nah, it still gets like majorly blocked by the roof pieces. Because that would look so good. I just like the geometry of the piece that goes over it. Like you have to have a very open area to plant one of those on. I still don't really like the look of this one. Now that I'm thinking about it, it might just look better if we do one of the big windows just off to the left and leave a blank one on the side, and we can just decorate it with stuff. So let's do that there. Then do a big blank wall here. And I can just, I always forget, like I'm not in this phase of this build yet, but I still have all these wall decos. Do you know what I mean? Like, I guess I could technically build this now, but like, I can afford a few blank spots on the wall because we can always fill it up with a little more color or something. You don't want a gajillion windows everywhere all the time for no reason. So sometimes leave some like blank walls just for extra deco like that. So then, I just go there. I think that's solid. think, yeah, no, this one's a little too blank, but I'm not going to go, like, I don't need to, like, overanalyze it. The only thing I should do back here is, like, you know, God forbid I put another door up there. But I could always have a little patio out here. See, those don't look good stacked ever. Like, I could do this, but I don't think these look good stacked like that. I don't know if there's a good alt. I guess, wait. Couldn't I just, no, because, like, could do these ones, but then it's the same deal. Oh, yeah, flip it. Yeah. Do the same. Why don't I not think I just did it over there? That's a good idea. Good idea. I just used that tech, but for some reason that didn't transfer over to this. No, that's a genius idea. Use that same technique I just bragged everybody about, right? Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, it's got to be a different one just because it needs, like, a bigger attachment. Just like, oh, that's the wrong size. There we go. This needs to be big enough to where the piece doesn't, like, because it's not, like, breaking, but it's, like, not even building. There we go. Right next to it. And there. Yay! So I can snap it to either and get it to flip. That'd be easier to do it this way, to get it to flip, because then this one's already going to be flipped. Let's snap that one to there, so that way it flips. That way. Aha! He's a genius, is J-Dub. Oh, is it really gonna... Really? So I'd have to, like, move the rig over, like, a space? Because that window doesn't like me. I'd have to move it over, like, a couple more spaces. I guess we're doing a different window back here. That's fine. There we go. We'll just move this one over a few spaces. Oops. Less pieces is better. There we go. Gives this back of the building a little more depth. Fixes my window situation. Because now I could just do something like 2 of these. No, wait. Let's just do 2 of these. 2 of these going across. Boom, boom, boom. We got some good like flow there. I think that looks good. Goes up here. Goes up here. Boom. Out to a little patio. That's where we go to white floors. Go to a 12 and an 8. Boom. Then we do these. Just like that. Bada bing, bada boom. One stud fence post is your answer? For what? For what? What aspect? Sorry, I'm like Not tracking. I see what you're saying, but I don't know where. Are you talking about for building down? Like from there? It does work, but ultimately I like the way this little thing sprouts out. Plus less pieces. I have to use multiple of these usually to reach them down to the ground. But I guess, yeah, doing for these ones, that's about the only thing I could do if I didn't think of that. You're right. That is indeed another answer. Right, this building's done. This building, we just gotta do... What? This wall... So pretty much big bay window, I imagine. Although that's not gonna work. It's gonna overlap. It's too big. Oh, I know what I can do. There's a door that's shorter. This one. No. This one. So give me the door in the same spot basically, but it'll actually allow me to build at least a full one of those really nice windows there. And that goes that way. And then here, we can't fit a 16. Actually, if I get rid of, hold on, should be able to fit 16 of this one going that way. So we can use that as the shared corner. Yeah, let's see. I mean, although I could move that over if I wanted to. But now we just need a 2x2, boom. Beautiful, okay. That's all set, that's all set. That wall's all set. I think this one's in the bag. I just wish they didn't, like, why do they make all the windows like a different accent color? Like, why are these ones like all gray? Like, I get it, but I want them to match more. Like, it kind of gives you some variation, but I wish they had like a more gray version of this one and then like a more white version of this one, so that way I can mix and match a little better. What would be cool too, it'd probably go crazy on complexity, but just keep building onto this. Just keep having like, just have a whole village that's like almost endless. You'd just be like walking into like a city of beachside city. This is pretty much what it is. But just imagine that, but more dense. And every building I build right next to each other like that. Here's the whole build so far. Still got to work on that building today. I also think I'm going to do the Storm King here in a minute, and then we'll come back. I mean, not today, but yeah, overall, yeah. All right, gotta pee. Thought the sun would have been down by now for sure. So this building, I still got to do some work on. I want to turn it into like a concert stage on that open end. But I'm still like pondering how I'm gonna go about that. All right, let's go do Storm King real quick. Let's go do Storm King. Let's do that, and then we'll get building again. I don't even think I have arrows. I don't even think I have a proper weapon that I can... I guess I could use the axe. I could use the axe as a weapon. Yo, Ashley K, thank you, and welcome in. I don't have my noties pulled up. Hold on. Where are they? There they are. Also, thank you for the follow over on TikTok, Jen. What's that, Vegas? Do you know how one might build a light that spins continuously in the lighthouse? Look up... I don't know what to look up exactly, but basically there's a technique with the... You have to have a legendary fish because it requires... Does that technique still work, chat? The legendary fish triggering the buttons? Because that's the only thing. You have to build a spinning rig that has like a series of buttons and thrusters, and then a fish that's like built at a certain spot. So every time the button comes around, the fish actually presses the button for you again. So really you just press it once, and then essentially it continuously goes. You have to have like multiple, like two, I think it's like 2 buttons and 2 sets of thrusters. So that way, like, every time it goes around, it self-clicks on and then off, but then by the time it's off, it's spinning around again and then clicking it. It's really weird. LEGO builds, you have like you have videos on that, right? Like at least showcasing like kind of how it works. Should try beating the Storm King with only Star Wars weapons. I could give that a go. However, what I kind of would rather use is this axe and get this axe leveled up. So we're gonna make this a Storm King battle axe. Y'all ready? Here, so we want zapping, we want Storm Vein, damage, and probably lifesteal. So yeah, go check out LEGO builds on TikTok and YouTube. He's got some videos on that. But yeah, I can do that maybe tomorrow or something if I don't have any storm weapons to work on. I can do a Star Wars. Maybe I can do that too for a video, just like a fun little run through, just for a YouTube video, right before the new Star Wars update drops. Should probably bring some better food. Just bring these. We don't need the good. All right. So there's eyes there. We got arrows. We got my charms. Got food. Got a weapon. Got a ranged weapon. We're good to go. But y'all will get to see my storm village. So I believe inside the storm dungeons themselves, builds will reset. However, the Storm King Mountain, if you player build, like if you do player builds here, they do not reset. So check it out. I built a entire Raven Castle at the crown of the village, or at the crown of the mountain. Are all my settings up? Yeah. Oh, I guess the right lights just aren't rendering in yet. I'm lagging anyway. But all this, you know, some of it's break. Sometimes it does break. Sometimes the stuff drops in, and I will, every once in a while, something will break. But otherwise, I did build all of this. Get me out of here. Yo, TikToker, Mr. Pod, thank you for following. Like up the live, guys. Get the TikTok likes going. Remember the days when we used to get like 50 to 100K, like almost regularly? I think it's just because, honestly, it's not my fault. It's Fortnite's fault. No, I'm kidding. Whoa, whoa. Oh, I thought it was supposed to be the bus driver glider for a second. But I think it's just because the game hasn't been releasing up. Whenever the game releases a huge update, my views like skyrocket with it. It's just because of the attention on the game. That's what you get when you choose a game that's not necessarily #1 on the charts, right? So it's not going to be as good as a sword, but I need to level this thing up anyway. And as you can see, it still chunks the hell out of it. Lag, stop it! Oh my god, it's so laggy. Can I do damage to this, please? Oh my god. Every other hit is not hitting. It's not as good as the sword, but if you rune it up, it will be. So laggy today. It's crazy that we're going into like the next update, and the lag on the previous boss that they released 4 months ago still isn't fixed. It's a little rough. I'm hoping that whatever's going on with Star Wars is like crispy clean, no bugs, because it's like, is whatever the Star Wars boss gonna be like this, where it's like really tough. Should be really fun, but the lag kind of like kills it. Like, don't mind me. Like, I'm sure most people don't mind a difficult boss, but when the difficulty seems like is something that's out of your control, like lag, that's where it makes it not fun. Good enchants for Storm King or the ones I have on this? I mean, zapping. If you don't have zapping, you could put, I don't even know it's been, I guess zapping 3. Zapping 3, lifesteal, Stormbane, damage 3. Sorry to disappoint you, Ian. You'll have to go to a different stream for gaming content, I guess. Yo, Julie, thank you for the follow on TikTok. Come check me out on Twitch as well. I'm live over on Twitch right now, too. And YouTube. If you don't have a Twitch, I'm also live on YouTube, and I also post long-form YouTube content as well. Jen Batty, how you doing? I would say usually you don't find my stream without watching at least 1 or 2 of my videos, right? Show me the weak spot. I'm using a Shatterhorn forest axe, actually. It's all beefed up, of all things. You see how slow these level up? Like, this thing's, like, gets rifted so slowly. Oh, God. Woo! To make this axe, you need the item that the Storm King drops. So when I beat the Storm King, he drops a Shatterhorn fragment. You need those to get the black, you need the Shatter. But technically you make pretty much just as good of an axe without the Shatterhorn. But this one specifically with the black blade, it uses the Shatterhorn fragments that come from defeating the Storm King. Come on. There's a new game mode. Are you talking about Brick Life? Or like a UEFN map, possibly. Like a custom Lego Island map. Yeah, I can show how to make the axe. I think I beat the king almost 40 times so far. But I also haven't been doing it like as often as I could. I wish we got battle axes or some two-handed weapons in this game. Dude, give me like full-on Dark Souls, like custom ability. Give me like two-handed weapons, like a big battle axe that like takes really long to swing, and you have to like charge it up, do like a spinny move with it or something. You know what I'm saying? Ah! Like, we need some more weapon variety. Because, like, we have the forest axe, but, like, no, give me, like, a battle axe, yo. Give me some dual-wielding abilities. Let me get double, like, dude, dual-wielding hunting daggers? Or coming out with some other, like a short sword or something. Just, like, dual-wieldable items, two-handed items. I still think they need to add stealth mechanics, too. So that way you could, like, stealth around with the hunting dagger and actually get backstabs with it. Because if you're playing solo, it's, like, impossible to get backstabs with the hunting dagger, unless it's, like, a wolf, because they'll, like, run away from you a lot of times. But otherwise, like, pretty much any other enemy that you're 1v1ing in LEGO Fortnite, like, you're not going to get the opportunity to backstab them because they're programmed to just track you. So if you go behind them, they're just looking at you still. So I wish there was a little more like stealth mechanic and nuance, which I guess they're adding lightly with when we got the sprint attack and all that, whatever. Like, that's a little bit of something of that nature. New LEGO kit bundles? I'm going to guess the next new LEGO kit bundles are going to be for Star Wars update for Star Wars season next month. Because they still haven't given us anything new. It's all been like repeats, if anything, if they do add anything. By the way, Code Epic Bricks in the item shop. Everybody get Code Epic Bricks into their item shop before May 2nd, because May 2nd is probably when they're dropping the Star Wars update. Oh god. Oh god. I might die. I might die. I might die. We're good. Everything's just exploding around me. I couldn't get a breather. And these do take, I think, like an extra split second to drink compared to the nectar in the sushi. So it's a little bit less cushioning. I'm gonna do an oh crap moment. Yeah, I know. I'm just using a. I don't know why I'm trying to shoot that. I'm just using a specific weapon. I'm trying to level up this pickaxe to legendary. So it's just not optimal, but it works. I don't know why I tried to shoot that for so long while he was on the ground. I guess he was happy in the chat. In all honesty, I kind of want to get him, like, all melees just to charge the pickaxe, or the forest axe more. It's, like, such a slow charge. So I could shoot him this whole time, but I kind of just want to charge this up, so we'll draw it out a little bit. Summon them. Stop lagging. Oh, please. Oh, I'm dead. That's actually a death. I have less than 2.5 hearts. It just shows. It still shows. This is not like as easy as I could make. I could be making this easier by using thermal detonators, better items, but it still just shows that you can get caught off guard pretty easily. Yeah, it is sad. It's a sad day. The weak spots, I believe they take bonus damage like the stone monsters do. How's your axe gain health? Oh, it's rifted, so it's on its way to being legendary.
Thank you for your patronage.
Yo, T-Block, thank you for the 5 months, dude. I think the game you want is Conan Exiles. New Star Wars Pass? I mean, it depends, because last year was a original trilogy themed Star Wars update. So this year, who knows? Like, are they going to push more in like the sequel end with episode 7, 8, 9? My hope would be that they like, which they never do. So I'm kind of like not too confident they'll do it, but like a prequel themed update where it's like episode 1, 2, and 3. I think that would go really, really cool. Having like Darth Maul or Jango Fett or Dooku or Grievous as bosses, like that would go crazy in this. Oh yeah, I think I was gonna say I think I recognized the name come through in the email the other day. I just got to get some stuff, get caught up on packing. I've been doing house stuff this weekend. I got some houses I'm going to look at tomorrow. Do I have an extra thing with me? I do. Whoa, raid from a bad guy. On YouTube? Did I not really? I don't have any notifications for that setup. Plus, it's not often that someone raids me over on the tub. Thank you. gold. Why are you not playing survival map? What do you mean? This is expert survival map. This is survival. How'd you get so good at building? I've been building Lego for a long time in real life, and then for about a year and a half since this game's been out, I've been building more days than I haven't been building. By a lot. Is there a reason why you're playing expert mode? Because it's a lot more fulfilling for me. Because honestly, like, regular survival is a bit too tame and simple. Like, if this were regular survival, there'd probably be no scenarios where I die unless I accidentally die to, like, fall damage or something. What's going on here? Is it bugging out? I have to relog. Or do I just wait? Oh, there we go. Can you do a collab with Kaz? I mean, I'm sure we will again. We have in the past. What doesn't take that long? Oh yeah, the loading screen. Tips for getting started on expert mode. Like, you could always use a shield. However, in expert mode, I find it a little bit more advantageous to have your food in your offhand and get good at dodging. Every enemy, like right here, when these enemies start to converge on me, it's dodge away. You could run too, but a lot of times dodging when you know you're about to get attacked. So like hit, dodge out, because while you're dodging, you're actually, in 90% of cases, you won't take damage while you're dodging. There's some abilities in the game that if you roll through them, you will take damage, but like with a brute, for example, while a brute is punching you, all you have to do is be in the dodge animation when his swing goes through, and it doesn't matter if his fist goes right through your character. As long as you're dodging, you're gonna like negate the damage. And just getting confident with different enemy, like the wolves. The wolves really only have one attack, and that's if they lunge at you. They kind of just have a little bit of a pattern to when they do it. So it's really just getting confident with rolling and dodging, and so you're not taking damage. Now you can use a shield too, but shields do break. And you have to have the same kind of timing with a shield that you would with a roll anyway. And I always, like I say, it's in my opinion, it's better to keep food on your offhand, because then you don't have to switch. You could just eat at any given time just by using your offhand button. You see, like right there, I knew I was gonna get hit, so I can just back up, roundabout, do a huge lag rubber band. You see, I'm not able to roll out fast enough to avoid all damage, but I'm still not just like leaving myself to be a free target. Sabers are really good until you get purple and legendary weapons. Otherwise, they are really good. They technically never break, and they do a solid amount of damage. But after you get to like the end game loot, you'll be able to craft better stuff that does more damage. Is able to have other runes on it that are more advantageous. It's not even necessarily a challenge. It's actually almost kind of a good thing I'm doing this a second time, because I don't think I would have charged it up. It's one of the items, it's one of the Shatterhorn combinations that I'm working on getting to legendary. So why not use it right now instead of using another weapon? Because otherwise I'm going to have to go whack trees with this to level it up, or to get it fully rifted, and that's really boring. So what I did is I just threw a bunch of really like runes I would on a sword but threw him on here. So it's pretty much, it doesn't hit as fast, but it still hits pretty damn hard. But it's just a more efficient way to level up the forest axe. Or at least a less monotonous way, because who likes... I would have to go chop down trees for a good, like, hour probably to get this to level up. See, it still has 20 damage because it has Stormbane, damage 3. And since it's by nature Shatterhorn, it's going to do massive AoE damage for the Shatterhorn 4. So it's actually not a bad choice as a weapon. Like, I'm not saying it's better than a sword by any means, but like, if you were to not have a weapon, it would be really, like, that's what I usually go to if I'm ever like, just out without a weapon for whatever reason. I'm like, oh, I'll just use my Forest Axe. It's pretty much just as good. Gets the job done. Also, oh crap, this one a second one. So those little ball attacks, you can roll right into those small ones, and you'll dodge it like that. If I get smashed. But these big ones too, you can roll right into those. Oh god, I'm getting smashed. Don't do it! I'm lagging. I'm trying to show examples. No, get away from me. The lag does not help when you're like actually in trouble. See, these guys are so annoying because they just start shooting at you, but you can dodge all of their abilities. That's the point I'm trying to make. See, like that. Even though that was I don't know. What do I get hit with? The beam or the ball? But a lot of these attacks, like this, when he charges this up, again, as long as you roll, you won't take damage. Roll through it. I think you can roll through the beam, but generally I like to just go to the side just in case it's laggy, because then you will get hit by it. So I generally try to go to the side. Hey, I'm getting back to the beach village. Gotta do my daily storm run. Is this the optimal way to fight the Storm King? No. Did I bring him back? Oh, I do have this. It's not very good either. I'll just continue to use the axe probably. Oh, LEGO portals. So it's probably UEFN mode. I think I saw something about that. What I got stuck on there, but whatever. Stop it! The stun lock is crazy. I thought I got all of them. Oh, there's still that guy. And more lag. I'm frozen. And that happens so many more times where I don't even mention it. It's so annoying dealing with the lag in this fight. It's like those are the big lag spikes, but it's the small ones that you don't notice that are literally eating me alive. Oh, that's it. I thought that was the guy. How'd you not smash your buddy? Yeah, this fight's been like notorious. It's just constant with the lag. Right now I'm just using a Shatterhorn Forest Axe that's all juiced up with runes. I enjoy LEGO Fortnite more. Battle Royale is fun. It's something that I obviously played for a long time, but nah, this game is like a game that if it would have been out sooner, I would have played it sooner. Now it's legendary. Granted, it doesn't get a damage boost, but whatever. Now I don't have to worry about using it as much. I can just use the bow. The amount of times I've lagged into a stun lock is crazy. I think they did, didn't they buff the grenade throwing guys or something? I feel like they're so much more annoying, or they like do more damage or something. I don't know what it is, but I think I remember seeing something about that mentioned in the last like bug fix patch they did like a couple weeks ago. Or they like stagger you or stun you for a second. I'm noticing that if I leave those guys up, they're like brutal. They used to kind of be like flies on the wall. They really wouldn't do anything. Get all the dudes. Where's the beachside village? We're getting back to it. I'm just doing the daily Storm King run. Or no, I shouldn't say daily, but I try to get it done at least half the times that I stream. Today, unfortunately, I died. Probably because I was being overconfident. Granted, I'm also using a non-optimal weapon setup, but I still think it's bugged where items should be getting a damage increase from being rifted to becoming legendary, but only the crossbow does. When you get the crossbow from rifted to legendary, it gets an additional damage boost, but every other item, it does the same damage whether it's rifted or whether it's legendary. It's kind of weird. Hey, move it, refrigerator. Leave me alone. Let's use his arm to block me. Oh, it's doing zapping damage off the arm. Interesting. I didn't know it would do that. Oh, not the time. Yeah, this boss came out in December. Bye bye. Doing a shot. There we go. But it's pretty tough. Even me, as someone who's done it like 40 times, sometimes I just goof up or it gets the best of you. Sometimes it's just straight RNG where it is kind of unfair. The game, this boss fight, sometimes, especially with the lag, it'll just be like, ability, explosion, knock off the edge, and you're dead. You're like, oh, I just got wombo comboed. Like, it could still happen to the best of us. But the Shatterhorn fragment that I just picked up, that's what you want off the Storm King. That makes these Shatterhorn weapons. So when you beat this one, you get, there's 2 different mythic items. So you get the Shatterhorn fragment. I got the pickaxe, but you could also get a sword, which I already have on me. So it has a 50-50 chance of dropping either the mythic sword or the mythic pickaxe. And then you also get a Shatterhorn fragment to make the Shatterhorn items. So the Shatterhorn is different from the actual mythics that drop. So there's the sword that is pretty, it's honestly, they've made it better, but I still don't think it's honestly like meta. But the Cyclone Pickaxe is actually insane. You throw it like Mjolnir, and once you have it charged up and you can chain throw it like this farms any resource in the game in one hit. Best part is, let's say there's like iron up on the wall up there. I can throw this, it'll one-shot it, but also it returns all the materials back to me automatically without having to go and collect them. So you can farm caves out like a madman with this pickaxe. The sword, it's weird because when you swing, it's like kind of a quick swing series, and it does decent damage once you get it going. But you have to keep clicking to swing, because if you hold it down, you do the charge up, which isn't bad, but it just makes the like attack combos less smooth in my opinion. It does feel like they increased the attack speed though on this sword. It does feel a little faster than it used to be. One blast powder more than, yeah, exactly. Exactly. But maybe I'll make some time this week for LEGO Portals, because it's a UEFN map, right? I'm sure it's just like almost like a PvP adventure map or something like that. But yeah, I've got arrows for days. And also, if you're on TikTok right now, like up the live or head on over to TikTok or Twitch. Same username. I'm live over there right now as well. We're going to get back to the base and then back to the village I'm working on. Yo, T-Block. Thank you, man. Why does it take so long? Also, my next YouTube video is probably going to be on just farming, like an educational farming video for just like how farm animals work, how farming plots works in general for people that are new. And then I'm also going to get into how my food network works. All these villages around here just for animals and food. Why is it taking so long today? I'm not thanking the bus driver with these wait times. He doesn't deserve it. I'm just kidding. Maybe a little. Maybe deserves a little. It's about time. Also, if you want to see a tour of my storage base here, which is about to load in, you can check that out on my YouTube as well. Do I have a I think I have a fragment. I think I get to build something today. Ah! The lag. Yay! I don't need it on me, but... Move it. Move it. Yeah, I can get you a tour of the new world or the new build. Are you going to be here for a second? Let me get some stuff put away, and I also wanted to get this put up at the display base, and then I need to see what I'm building next, or what I'm crafting next on the legendary Shatterhorn list. Cool. Because we're going right. That's literally that's my next. I just wanted to get the Storm King ran. And then I'm getting back over to the village to keep building. But I think you know, since I'm in a build kind of situation, I could take 15, 20 minutes out of the stream to do the Storm King and catch up on my collection a little bit more. Because I refuse to use any sort of duplication. Like, obviously, I could use a duplication glitch that has been around. I think there's always new ones popping in and out, but I think there's a current one with Shatterhorn again, if you want to get duped Shatterhorn. But I'm like, yeah, why do that? I'm not, like... I can wait. I'm a patient person, and for me personally, it'll feel better if I get it, like, naturally or legit, so to speak. So. Boom. We have the mahogany collection complete. All right, so next is Frostpine Machete. And then... This base is, like, ridiculous. I get, like, almost no frames here. Still gotta update this a little bit. I still haven't finished the wall there, but I'll get there. I get there eventually. Okay. Back here real quick. Make the Shatterhorn machete. And then we'll be good. Ooh, that's a good question. Shaker. Okay, honestly, like, what I'm probably the lowest on is probably things like blast powder. I don't have a ton of. So some of the foods I basically have none of, like a few of the cooked, like the oven foods. I just haven't worried about it too much. What else might I be a little bit, like, low on? Not much. I mean, some of the animal parts lower than others, so, like, I'm low on being in expert mode using totems from time to time. Like, I'm always low on bear pelts because I'm using them for totems of return. But, I mean, like, pretty much everything else, I've got, like, at least a handful of it to an extent. But, like, Curse Bone's another one that, like, I could farm up more, but you don't need a ton. And I guess, again, it's one of those things that one of those days where I'm farming, I might just pick a night where I'm like, oh, let's go. Every time it gets nighttime, just go bone wolf hunting. But pretty much everything else is just, like, stacked like crazy. Even gems, I think I could go, like, use to get some, like, rough amber. But, like, with your villagers doing jobs for you, generally it's easy to keep up a good stock of the cut versions. But, like, a lot of the rough ones, I guess I'm running a bit low on those. Not so much on Sapphire, but... 3 chests of that. And then this, I'll probably never need 3 chests for this, but I decided to throw it there just to match the rest of everything. Most items, I shouldn't say most. Most items can be, it's useful to have 3 chests worth of overflow, but for a small few, it's just a little bit overkill. Okay, so we need the machete. So with Shatterhorn, you can also use the Shatterhorn fragments to make these storm charms, the legendary storm charms. They also require 1 Shatterhorn fragment. So if I wanted to build this, I would just need silk thread, which is another thing I'm actually low on. I think I just used the last of that to bring with me to decorate. But you need 1 Shatterhorn fragment to build 1 storm charm. So if you want 2, you'll need 2 Shatterhorn fragments if you want to build 2 of these. But when it comes to the weapons, they all cost
Thank you for
2.
your patronage.
Unless it is the dagger, which only costs 1. Yo, GWD Tiger, thank you so much. 5 months in a row, my man. Thank you. But the dagger is the only exception. It takes 1 Shatterhorn fragment, whereas all the other combinations will require 2. Now, the things that I'm building with Shatterhorn, like a Shatterhorn machete, is something you probably won't want to build if you're not a crazy person like me and just trying to collect every variant. Because Shatterhorn, if you're going to use 2 Shatterhorn fragments, that's 2 Storm King kills, which takes 48 hours to do because you can only take them down every 24 hours, right? So why would you spend 2 Shatterhorn fragments into a frickin' machete when you could put it into a sword or a spear or a crossbow? So this is not optimal by any sense. But I'm just trying to get, so depending on what materials you use, it obviously changes the color of the weapon. And as you saw from my display base I have back there, I'm trying to get a little bit of each, or not a little bit, but 1 of each weapon combination. So this is Shatterhorn, which makes the blade black, and then I'm using Frostpine, which makes the hilt white, which is not a very useful variant, but it is a variant nonetheless. And then what we do is we immediately, because I don't care about how long it lasts, we're just trying to get it up on the wall. We're going to take our 3 rift crystals and immediately rift it. And what we'll probably also do is beef it up so that way I can use it as a Storm King fight. I'll just put Stormbane and damage on it. And I'll just use this to fight the Storm King next time, or one of these times, or when I'm fighting random stuff. And it'll actually be really useful. See, it does 18 damage still. So it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Yeah. All right, I think we're good to head back. The only thing I got to get rid of is the musket, which goes right there. All right, the rest of this we are bringing back. All right, to the base, even though it's raining. Maybe it won't be raining over here. All right, we're getting back to the beach village. Don't worry. Don't look at it. It's dark. Don't look at it. No, don't look at it. Stop. Stop looking at it. I'm lagging anyway. You see? Don't look at it. Don't look at the village. It's not ready yet. Oh, that didn't work. Don't look. Don't look. No peeking. It's not ready! Why did you build that beach village? For fun. Literally for fun. Just because it looks pretty. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. Okay, you can look at it. Well, you've already seen this building, but wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Let me regen the juice. Ta-da! This is the set of buildings I've been working on today, but otherwise, all the other progress. I still got to work on that build a little bit. Touch it up, but otherwise, this one, pretty much ready to go. Now, the problem with this one that I think I'm going to run into is that I don't think I'm going to be able to put a window there. I think that thing is going to block any window I try to put here. Or is it? Find out on this episode. Dragon Ball Z. Yes! Doesn't... Yes. Oh, that piece. It pops out on the top, not the bottom. Which, you know... I wonder... Since, like, I'm using my brain more since J-Dub's been like, use that upside-down building technique for other things than you've been doing. And I'm like, oh, you know what? Because technically, if you think about it, like, if you really think about it, I can put a window here. All I have to do is upside down build the window, because I thought it was poking out on the bottom too, but it really is just poking out at the top. And if I did it upside down, it'd basically look exactly the same, but the sticky out piece will be on the bottom, and it wouldn't interfere with the stairs as much. Yeah, I'm still got like the decorating parts to do. But here, let me show you the favorite one, obviously. Look what I did. You got to take it up a level, and look, if I stand at the right spot, do a little bit of... There we go. I stabbed the Nana through my juice bar. Like a goddamn Capri Sun. But it's my favorite part so far. Did a little bit of, like, outer decoration. Yeah, when you say it out loud, it sounds a little weird. I know. Wait. Parkour. Parkour. Wait, the door doesn't count? Boo. I swear it used to. But yeah, that makes me think in some of the areas that I haven't been able to build a window, I could, because I could just upside down build it, dude. That could work. In certain cases. I don't think I'm going to redo anything, but it's good to know I can do that. Alright, I like that. The only thing I don't like... Ah! The only thing I don't like is the jump attack with things that aren't a weapon. It's like, can we just leave the jump attack or the sprint attacks to the weapons? Because I'm like, I'd be accidentally mutilating my builds. Yeah, I think that's better center. Wait, is there a 6? No, there isn't. It's the same height as that. Yeah, okay. So we just need that right there. And then, so this is where we're bringing in the upside down build technique. We're going to do something a little, we could do it. We actually don't even, it doesn't even make sense to do if we don't do the upside down build technique. But we do that there. And then check this out with, it's not from Beachside Boulevard. Someone, I can't remember who it was, but they very kindly reminded me that Pleasant Park in the roof section, there's this piece. This piece is not Beachside Boulevard. This is Pleasant Park. However, it fits right at the bottom or the top of the bay window because Pleasant Park also has one of those windows as well. So it has a very similar piece to accommodate it. So what we're going to do, instead of just putting it on the bottom, because that it adds a little bit of like pieces sticking out and a little more depth, but it ultimately you still see those anti-studs. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to flip it upside down. And boom, right there. It gives you that depth, but from underneath, you get the smooth surface underneath. And there's a little bit of a gap there, but like I think that's tolerable for the... I think it actually just gives it more depth, if anything. Let's just break these all out. We're in the deciding phase anyway. Oh yeah, because of the... Oh wait, it sticks out... Oh, on the bottom, on the inside, it sticks out. So let's use this opportunity to try out my theory. So if we just do a button right there, then we would just take this window and flip it. The only thing it changes is the white line, but I don't think it matters, especially right here where it's like a one-off. And then we nudge it to there. Is it still interfering? Or no, wouldn't that just like... No, oh, it still has those pieces. It has the nubs sticking out too. I kind of forgot about that. Maybe it wouldn't work. I'd have to use like one of these. But even then, it's not shaped the same. Oh, it fits that way. Wonderful. Beautiful. Well, it didn't work there. I guess I didn't think about the nubs sticking out. Because I don't want to have... I'm trying to figure out the balance of windows here, because I don't necessarily need that window there. It's kind of a little bit redundant to have two of these, I think. I think having it just going out one would be better. Because then what I think I could do is just do kind of... Oh, no, I can't do that there. Can I do that there? Oh, perfect. So let's do that one there. Then we get rid of this one, if I can reach it. That one. So then we do opposites. So that one goes there. And then we can just do like that. Nope, that one doesn't fit there, of course. I guess I can go there. And then we'll just switch up the other one. So this one... We'll offset it just like we did that one. I think it was like that. That. Yeah, it looks pretty natural. I like that. That's solid. Yo, Neptune! 9 months in a row for 11 months total. I gotta get more, because Zeppelin's gonna be on like her year and 2 or year and 3 months here. Pretty quick, I think. And I don't have any badges beyond 1 year right now. So, oh, that's gonna bump. So we do this, and we do. That's not gonna fit. That's not gonna fit. That's gonna fit, but me. Yeah, I think I saw. I briefly watched a video, but I did not see how to actually do it because I'm not going to do it myself. So I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, I saw there's like a new Shatterhorn dupe glitch or something. So I can't do. I could do that there if I just got rid of that those little drop downs, which I think it's like an okay compromise. Like, these aren't necessary. They do look good, but it's not like it's gonna, like, ruin or elevate the build. It's gonna copy the spacing from over there. It looks more natural if it's a little further away than centered there. Yeah, I like that because from this angle it goes boom, and then like these kind of windows are checkered that way, so they're not like right on top of each other. Yo, Divine, have you seen this? When was the last time you saw this build? I will show you. Desolate Soul, how you doing? Is this expert mode? Yes, this is expert mode. The expertist mode. The most expert. Boing. I've been working. I've been working. I've been working and building a lot. Still got to work on this. Don't look at that. That's unfinished. That one's unfinished. Yeah. Please play Grounded next. Nah. I gotta redo I gotta finish up the roof right there. I'm pretty much, as far as streaming and content is concerned. Oh God. As far as streaming and content is concerned, LEGO Fortnite's what I do. I do play some other games off stream, but. And then this is the. Wouldn't you just love to live here? So you rent out this whole triple building Airbnb and you just have a patio party with your group. Just gotta break all the ones we're not doing. That one, that one, that one. I think we got all the other windows. Oh yeah, I gotta do the roof too. Yeah. Oh, that would help. There we go. That, I don't know. Do we like? I feel like doing all hips is just like not doing anyone any favors. Like, don't you think this one would look better if I just did it the same way as that roof without all, like, for some buildings, like that one, I feel like I do it every once, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Do I go with an all hips roof there? Or do I go with a ridges roof? Because I think a ridge roof just looks way better. What's the pink build? That's from the Fortnite Forever. This one. Well, once you pointed it out. Right. You wouldn't have noticed. I had to go and say something. It looks like Pizza Hut. It looks like a Pizza Hut roof like this. Does it not? Does it not look like a... If it was red, it would be Pizza Hut. Like it'd be one of the old school, which I still have one of those Pizza Hut buildings. Probably like a couple miles away from my house. There's a Pizza Hut location that is still rocking the hut. Do you think he's related to Jabba, though? I wouldn't be surprised if Jabba had a brother named Pizza. You know, I was joking with my girlfriend because I was like, you can tell they like haven't like kept up on it because like it's the most. I live in Arizona too, so it's even more sun fried than it probably normally would be. But it is like the lightest shade of Pizza Hut red possible. It is like sun bleached to the max. Like, is it just not better, or is it not? Is it just better that way? Like, it's just. Again, it's got its place. Like, don't get me wrong. I think on that roof, when you've got a very large rectangular one that goes out further than your standard right there, it makes a little more sense. But generally, and see, like on the back, I have them on the back side here. But that's because this one has a very unique shape where it has ridges, but it still is an L-shaped, where on each end there's ridges, but it still needs hips in the back to make the corner work. But overall, those kind of roofs just look way better. You poop on my rock? I think it would be sliding. Dude knows how to aim. And that is how we put windows on a beachside condoplex. There we go. Look at that. Oh, I forgot a wall. It's not finished. Don't look. Stop it. Don't look at me. There we go. Okay, now you can look. We've done it. We've gone and done it. It looks beautiful. Okay, now I think I'm gonna sleep on this one. I'm gonna sleep on what I'm gonna do here. Cause like I'm still not 100% positive if oh, did I crash? I probably crashed. Can't it at least crash during like an epic screenshot moment? So if I'd feel obligated to send them the crash report with the screenshot, as long as it looked dope in the background. Don't worry, we'll launch it back up. Use this time now if you're on TikTok. Come join me on Twitch or YouTube. Same username. Live there right now. Live there anytime I'm live on TikTok. Also, code Epic Bricks in the item shop too. Don't forget. Because it's more than likely we're having a Star Wars update about 2 weeks from now. A little over 2 weeks. I'm guessing May 2nd, because that's when the BR update looks like it's been leaked about already. I've seen some BR leaks. I haven't seen any leak relating to the LEGO aspect, but I've seen plenty of leak videos talking about Star Wars for BR. So I'm like, if it follows suit with last year, it was May the 2nd that the Star Wars update hit for Battle Royale and LEGO. So and I'm pretty sure we'll check in the lobby. But when does this LEGO pass end? Let's find out. Ends May 2nd. Whoa, crazy. Isn't that a coincidence? The LEGO pass currently is ending on May 2nd. I wonder what could be starting up on May 2nd after that. But yeah, this is expert mode. Yeah, I've got a totem up somewhere already in that village. Also, we're getting a downtime tonight for BR, it looks like. Code Epic Bricks in the item shop. Oh, mine reset. And for all my people already supporting me, make sure you double check your codes because they do reset like every 2 weeks. I can't. Epic Bricks. I'm like, couldn't type. Epic Bricks. My username. I think I'd have that down by now. But no, Epic Bricks is my creator code. If you guys are grabbing anything, I've got you covered. Or you've got me covered, rather, I suppose. I wish there was kind of a benefit to the user. Do you know what I mean? No, what if, though? What if there was a way? Because you know how the creator code works now. It's basically use my code. You don't get anything, but I get a 5% kickback of your purchase. What if you could do this as a creator? Because with that 5%, you've got a little bit of wiggle room. What if there was, like, it wouldn't be much, but what if, like, you could offer whoever uses your code, like, a 3% discount if they use your code? And then you would only get 2% commission, since the user is getting a 3% discount. But at the end of the day, Epic's still losing 5% on the sale, just not to the creators. Because that, you think, oh, well, you're making less as the creator per code use, but then more people would be opted to use your code because they're getting, I don't know, but then everybody's discount would supposedly be the same. I don't know. It'd be an interesting way. Probably would never happen, but. It would be nice if there was a bonus from using, like, maybe, like, what if they did, like, a promotion where, like, if you used a creator code at least once every 2 weeks for, like, a month or two, you could get, like, a special cosmetic, so that way it would, like, promote people to use a code more often in general. But that wouldn't be specific to the user. Or, I guess I don't know. It would be interesting. It would be tough to tier it out because it'd probably be more go to large creators. Like, they could do an extra promotion where it's like, oh, if we use code Ninja today, you get a discount on top of me getting a kickback. That'd be interesting. Maybe they do offer that. Who knows? What's Grounded all about? I've heard about it. I'm sure I've seen gameplay of it, but I can't put the name to the gameplay content. Because I waited a minute on purpose. Nope, we're good. But I think what we're going to do is work on some pathways, which is going to require... Do I have swivel plate stuff? Yeah, we got swivel plate stuff. And... should be all we need. It's basically... I want to do... some rough drawing. Because I have most of the structures built that I want. This is going to be a tedious task. But it'll be really, really, really worth it. Let's just do this on all of them because I want to have those play into these little branches that split off here. So we'll line those up like there. This one there, and this one can go in the middle, I believe. Perfect. I might have to move that rock. I think I can turn out of the way in time, or I can just change these up eventually. Because this will make for a lot, like 12 different pathways that'll go off. Boom. I have to move those. Or I don't always have to have a thing branching off either. That's also true. There we go. And then it's just a matter of building the rig, but I think I'm going to start over here just because it's a little bit... I like the openness over here. Okay, so that one will curve around. Because, you know, it might not even be practical to have, like, these paths. Because right here, it'll basically do a U-turn right into over here. But that'll be fine. This one will connect over there. This one will probably just run through here and connect over there. Okay, so let's do this. Let's build this, like, here. So I have a video for this on my TikTok. But this is the method for custom curvy pathways. Oh, I meant to do the... Oops. I didn't do the right one, did I? I meant to do the free spinning one. Yeah. Scratch that. You just need if you're building on the ground, you'll need something, which usually you will be doing this on the ground. So you need a regular floor, otherwise it won't, you can't build these on the ground for whatever reason, so you just need a little something to put it on. And then we go with a half wall, really any half wall, doesn't matter. Then we're going to go to, actually I'm just going to do an 8, so it sticks out more. We're going to do an 8 on the bottom going out this way. And then on the top, we're going to do a 16 going out the opposite direction. And you want it to go out a little bit far because you'll get more variance in the angles that you can create. But this is going to be your machine for creating individual off angles to make your path curve. So if I want this pathway to curve left, obviously there's that angle, but that's pretty severe curve. It's not like it leaves all that gap right here that I really, even if I tried that, like I can kind of fill it in, but that it looks like bleh. We don't want to do that. So instead, we need this to nudge just to the left. So we have this right here, and it's basically on the same angle, but we want it to nudge a little bit to the left, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to use our magic angle copier here, and we're going to build that there. So then when we go over here, oh, why did it do that? Don't do that. It shouldn't do that unless they patch something. Wait, is it just that piece? Maybe it's just that piece. It should not be going through like that. Here, I guess I could use a bigger, broader piece too that it doesn't like phase through quite literally. Here, that should work. I don't know why it's doing that. But basically, you use this as a stopper. Boom. There we go. So you got that right there. So it's not quite straight, but now we have a slight off angle. And it does take a lot of work to do this because then you have to build a reference off of that. And from there, you can look here. And you're able to nudge it into a spot like that where it's not going to be perfectly lined up on the grid, but now we have a slight curve going here. And certain areas on the grid will look better than others, in my opinion. But otherwise, this is how's life and wife? Both good, both good. But now this is where it gets. This is like kind of the annoying part. Is for every angle, you do have to keep adjusting it, and the more slight of a change you do every time, the smoother of a transition or a curve in your pathway or a little thing that you're trying to build you're gonna get. So right here is honestly not much of a change, and I don't know what's causing. I think when you build off grid, it gets a little funky from being on grid, because these ones you can tell like it could be a little more lined up, but otherwise we're good. So you have to repeat that process a lot, which is why I said this is going to take quite a bit of time. We'll make this one a little more severe, so we'll move it a little bit more. Oh, see, why is it going through? Do I just need to like build like a second one so it's just like thicker so it doesn't just ghost through? That's helpful. That works. So again, every time you want to adjust and you could do multiple planks per angle, But again, then you don't get as smooth of an angle. See how we're like gradually starting to turn to the left from here? And then from there, what I'm probably going to do is actually go back the other way. So we're just going to place this, let's say, like right about there. And we're going to push it the other way to lock it into that angle. And then when we do this part, let's make sure we move this over to a spot that's like easier to see. So we're just copying these off angles, implanting them, and then using this piece to copy it to the floor piece after. So where would look good best there? Probably there. So now we'll make it start to slowly curve the other way. And as you can see, it's got a little bit of a snaky pattern going to it, right? Again, tedious part. Actually, what's not so bad is I'll show you. Once you get the pathway going, as in you set up all these angles, you can kind of reuse them without having to do this whole process again and again and again and again and again. So watch once I get like 2 slithers in the pathway. Now, if you want it to curve more, you're going to have to do more angles like that. But essentially, yeah, right there. I don't think we changed that angle almost. Yeah, I guess we changed it a little bit. It's just very slight. So there's a little bit of, I'm sure, a science to it, but you want to change. You want to have it move about 1.5 to 2 studs every time you move it. Otherwise, the angle will be too severe. What did I play before LEGO? Oh, plenty of things. I just didn't stream video games before this. I made IRL LEGO content and streamed building sets and stuff. So we have to look at the base of this, by the way. That's why I'm doing that, to get it copied. And then that one will look good. Oh, am I lagging? I guess I am. No, yep, we're lagging. See, now we're starting to get a light. We go curve that way, and now a light curve back this way. So now what's cool is we have a lot of different angles that we can copy very easily. So right now we're curving to the right again, right? But what if we wanted to start curving back to the left? What if I wanted this to just be a light, snaky path going over? Like nothing crazy, but light and snaky. So if I wanted to turn to the left again, well, these ones are already turning left. So this one, if we remember, this is our one that's turning left the least severe, because this one turns more left, this one turns more left, and then this is where it starts working to the right again. So if we want to start working to the left, technically, we don't need to use this anymore. We can take this piece right here, snap, copy it. Oop, we don't do that. Copy it over there, even though it has no supporting piece there. So we'll copy it. Wait, why is it not? There we go. I goofed it up. So we're going to copy this angle and place it here. So now we can copy it again. Now, it still takes a little bit of work, but now you're able to just steal that angle to right there. And you see how now we're working our way to the left again. So there's a couple different ways you can go back through and do it. So once you have like all the curves that you want, you can reuse those curves. But if you want if I want like right now, I'm going to curve it a little bit more to the left before I take it back again. So let's keep just doing this. We're going to move it over about that much. Move it. So the reason we build this thing, the post, is because when we look at this off angle, we'll copy it, but look what happens. How do we get it down into the ground? Because as soon as you look down, you're looking at something else and it goes somewhere else. So this gives you a structure that you can look all the way up or all the way down, which allows you to, instead of placing it, right now it's at an off angle, but right now it's floating. Now it's at an off angle, but now it's not floating because we have this backboard here to assist us with the elevation of the actual item. So you can see we're curving a little bit more, a little bit more. And again, very tedious. I'm not trying to say this is easy or simple. I mean, it is simple. It's more just, it takes time and it's tedious. But with this one little rig, you can get a lot of different angles onto the spot you're trying to. And see, I should probably kept a little more consistent spacing, like 2 spaces instead of 1. But I'll be honestly, this ends up looking really good. And what's also cool about this is I'm probably not going to add fences. But if you do longer, less severe curves, you can actually continue to copy these. So you wouldn't be able to get like a fence necessarily to perfectly go through here. But as you can see, you could kind of get them a little more like the fence to be curvy, but you'd have to do longer lengths. So like if I did this one and I put it on this angle, it's not perfect, but it keeps it in. But you honestly, you probably wouldn't want to do that unless you were doing. What would be a better example for that is if you were doing the path like this. Let's say you copied this exact angle, copied this exact angle, copied this exact angle, and then you curved it like a little bit. Or even like here, if you did a 45-degree break, like that's honestly not a terrible curve going on there. See, now you have like longer breakaways, and assume these are actually on the grid points, but you would be able to copy this, do this one right about there, then do this one like what, like right about there. You know what I mean? So like if you had more of a pointy curved path rather than a smooth one, you could get these to work for you, you know, having the off angles work for you a little more for the fences. But I want to have these paths like a little network, so these will just sprout out like everywhere. And you know what I was also thinking is going bigger, but it goes from 8 to 12, right? And yeah, I would want to, like, that's almost, I don't know. What do you think, chat? What would look better is if I had the path be this wide. Like, after it gets out to here, I can widen it up a little bit. And it would look pretty natural, but what do you think? So it'd basically be like same piece, same angle, but we just, nah, it kind of looks weird that way. We should just keep it this, like, kind of this skinny path. Some of the pads are not in the same height. That's okay. Because it depends. This spot might be flat, but overall, there will eventually be spots where, especially right here, the whole floor is going to be uneven. So, like, from here, just from going down the slope, they're going to be uneven. And that, and sometimes having a little bit of unevenness, like, it's a pathway. People are stepping on it, right? So, like, when you're walking on a wooden pathway, is every board at the exact same height? Or, you know, maybe some of them been bent down a little more, some have been... Yeah, I think it's... And again, even from there, you might notice a little bit, like this one's sticking up. But overall, I think it's... And it's also and point number 2 for me. It's not worth my sweat and time to make sure every one of them is raised the same amount. But you're right. So like, this piece doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be in the area so I have enough spaces to snap it over into the place I do want it. So I think sometimes doing 2 spaces is better. Yeah, that's solid. Because you're not going to be able to get the spacing on them perfect since you're working at multiple off angles, but you'll be able to get it pretty darn close. See, I'm thinking about making this one loop like around this rock just for fun. And then making this one loop off this way. I don't know, then they're running like parallel to each other. Because I've also thought like I could make splits in the path. It'd be kind of tougher to make that happen like naturally. Like what I'd have to do is like actually interesting. What could I do? I mean, this one I already have like splitting, but I think it would be cool to have a path that does split in two, and basically I would just run it like this, like that, and then have these curve in like opposite directions, just not exactly right there. Is this Minecraft? No, this is LEGO Fortnite. Completely different game. Similar mechanics for sure, but very different at the same time. Ooh, hydrate. Ah, that's cold. That's cold. Okay. So I think that would look, I don't know. I don't have to curve it around like that, but or what we do, yeah, we go both ways just around the rock for fun. So I think we keep going this way. Then we go this way, and then we'll go around it. I think we could do that. It's worth a shot. Like that. Just do a path that splits, like going around both ways. Like basically one going that way and one going like roughly that way. But kind of just have the path come from this angle and then split roughly into those angles and then come back around and conjoin on the other side of the rock. I think we can get that done. These paths are going to take a long ass time, but they're going to look freaking fantastic. That's for sure. There's also, what kind of lighting do they have? Is there any like is there good beachside lighting for like something white? These are like too dark and dreary. I wish there was more like ones. I guess these ones look all right. Damn, if only that was blue. Oh, those look kind of eh. What do you guys think about these ones? Because these ones I could put like every so often. They've got blue in them. These ones always look good, but I don't think they fit the vibe here. Like, those would look good. If these were red, these would be so perfect. Like that. Every couple of thingies, whatever they're called. Every couple of planks. Now I think we go with start going the other way. Let's do at least one continuation there. Nah, it always looks weird when I do two like that. I think I'm just going to keep it just slightly curved to the other way. So I don't think I have one. Wait, no. Because can't I just... Yeah, now we just copy that. So I just placed that one. Now I want it to curve the other way. So there'll be a little bit of a thing right there going on. But now, since I just copied this one, all I have to do is go back and copy this one now. And it should be, although this one, actually, let's just do it there. And then this one really needs to go there. But see, now I'm curving it the opposite way just by, so that one, so from there it's 1, 2. So now we need to do this one, copy this one. And then we'll get the angle that slithers the other way. Just like that. Break it. So now we're on this one. Copy this angle. So we can't snap it all the way, but we can still copy it pretty easily. Oh, we can't still see. You gotta eventually start doing some work where you're copy and pasting, copy and pasting, copy and pasting. It's pretty much the process here. So now we copied that one. Now let's do this one. That'll make us curve back. Oh, did it go? See, this one we might not want to, because see how this one was a little bit lower? It shouldn't matter. Wait. Did I copy the right one? I don't think I did. Yeah, what does it say? This one's just lower into the ground, which is fine, but... Copy it over. Hey. Why does that menu keep popping up? What is it? I think I'm pressing... What hotkey is that? Like, I'm not pressing anything but arrow keys. Oh, it needs a supporting piece. So that one I would have to do... What could I do? It needs to be lower than that. But I can't aim any lower than that. I don't think I can get that to go under. Wait, now it's too high? Shouldn't it be lower than that? I swear something's bugging. Yeah, because it should be, like, lower, if anything. Okay. Yeah, I think if I'm, like, clicking something too fast, or I'm clicking P on accident. But that's... I don't know what's bringing up that menu. I'm holding FN, and then... my normal keys. That's so weird. That doesn't look right. There, that looks better. Alright, now we copy this one. We're like right on track for the squiggle I was going to be. See how long this is taking just for one length of this pathway? Will I actually use the pathways? Probably not. But will they look really cool from the air? Probably. Let's actually go look at that real quick. But no, it's not Minecraft. See, now just imagine a network of those all over the place, kind of connecting everything visually. Squiggly path. See, like this one, I could honestly probably even make it look. Oh, I probably shouldn't have done that. Otherwise, nah, it's fine. There, that looks actually a little bit better, even though it's off a little bit, but I like it. It's a little bit more of a smooth transition there on that curve, on the curve there. It's just a little bit off the grid. It's tough to work with these off angles sometimes like that. I don't remember which one I copied last now. That's fine. I can just, honestly, it's probably better just to rebuild this doodad anyway. Just so I don't have to keep like copying the pieces over so far. So it's about the angle I'd want it at, actually. Which is that, like, right on the grid? Oh, weird. Look at that. An on-the-grid piece is actually the next best angle there. That actually worked perfectly. Okay. So then that means I can just move it a little bit this way for the next turn. There we go. And I think here's where I need to start splitting it to go around. But we'll see. Let's... Because these ones I'll have to do completely separately because they're going to bend differently. I should probably do it one more space further than that. So, like, there. And there, and then they would both... This one would start to curve this way. Like that. And this one would start to curve the other way, but I don't have a similar angle to copy. That's not like a natural one, but we can just do probably... Those are all turning. We need one that's like curving right, which I didn't do a lot of. So with this, let's just focus on one path right now, I suppose. Which this one needs to turn right a little bit more, so we need to have it go the other way. That's this way, right? We'll find out. Oh, that's okay. See how the slope's going down here? So what we're going to do here is see how, like, it's revealing more of the thing as I go down? So we'll just copy it somewhere a little bit lower. So that way when we copy the height, we have a little bit more to work with as far as, like, how low to the ground it is. See how right here it needs supporting? We can go a little bit lower because now this piece is a little bit planted lower into the ground. And we're able to place it. Oh, I don't necessarily like I think one space forward would have been better. This way will be easier. I guess the other way kind of looks worse. Alright, let's actually just do the other one. I think it needs to go like here. Maybe a little bit more. So I gotta make a pretty big curve here to have it go around this rock. I need to let the dogs out too. Winnie, Bones, you need dinner time? Dinner time for Bones and Winnie? I think it is. I gotta go feed the doggers. The doggos. Yeah! See, it's working, right, chat? It's working, right, chat? The only thing is, I think, like, here, though, we just do like these. A little bit smoother. Kind of gives that more, you know? Have that path split. See how this craziness like it looks like I got a construction crew with like cranes going. It's actually kind of funny. What's also funny is I can make it look even here. Let's do a truly industrial one. We use the controllable. We do the same build, but instead we do that and that, but then do I have the pieces? Good. So then we just, this is how we do it. Beep, beep, beep. What angle you need, sir? Boop, 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 boop. All right, let's get the dogs fed. Let's let the dogs out. Everybody else, let your dogs out. Get your legs stretched. Get a drink of water. Go follow me on Twitch. Go follow me on YouTube. Same username. Put code Epic Bricks in the item shop. Tell your dog to put code Epic Bricks in the item shop. And I'll be right back. Back to it. I told my dog to put the code Epic Bricks in the item shop. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, if you have any like action figures, you never know if there's like a Toy Story situation going on. Tell your toys to use code Epic Bricks. We probably need it more than that. There. Is that gonna fit? Yeah, it should. Turn! Turn! Will it make it? So you just can't have it connected to this. Don't connect it to this thing. It just can't be connected, otherwise it's gonna be weird. Don't do that. You just need to cut. You need that off angle, but you don't want it connected to the rig you're using. No. Did it lag? Yes. And we're turning, and we're turning. See how we can do more severe or less severe turns? So I'm doing about 3 studs in between every movement. Like when I move it 3 studs away. So that way I'm getting a little bit more of a severe turn, because I think I was doing like more like 2 studs for the turns before, and it got me like a more shallow turn. Whereas this should be perfect. Wait a minute. That's a different angle, right? It's like barely a different angle, but it's working. It'll be okay. See, I should have gone like more severe there. It's like there on this one. And there and there. Aha! We have cleared it. We have done it. Pivot, pivot, pivot. And this one's gonna go poo. I'll probably have this one. Maybe I think I will just have them connect, but or I have them. Yeah, I probably should just have this path go directly to here, and then this path goes here. And I think it'll just go through here, but I could also have it do a second branch. That's just gonna be a lot of work to get it to come over here, but I don't think that's necessary. I think mostly just like get it to this area and then it'll be good to go. But I think like right here, I think I have it connect right here roughly, and then it'll go into this. Why is it not going on that grid? Can I get... Can I look under it? No. Oh, there we go. Let's say I should be able to get at least like one more step in there. Oh, that's not right. That's not as low as I need. Oh, it goes up again? Wait a minute. Oh, yeah, it is going up technically. Oh, I see how I can get it lower. I can aim right here and get it to go about a space lower than that. There we go. That works. So I think we have it curved just a little bit more, and then we start to go back the other way. Yeah, what's going on, Trevor? Just building pathways. Literally one plank at a time. Oh, that's not the right spot. I can't go there. Move. See, now we should be able to just go the opposite way. Yep. Now this one. Now this one. No, that one's not enough. We gotta do the one probably before that. So now we're on this one. I still don't think that's enough of a... Wait. Yeah. It's a little severe. But we need it to be right here. I think that'll actually be perfect. We need this to, like, reel in here. So I think we need to work on this side now, actually. Wonder if I could use any of these angles. Perfect. I don't remember which one that was. Looks like it was this one, but it could have been that one too. Here. Let's try this one. So the reason I have to do this is I can't nudge it that far, but I do want to copy these angles. Oh, I need to build another, so I have to do a custom one anyway. This is going to take a while. So I got to get this one to about here, and then curve in, and then they need to conjoin nicely again, kind of like how I have it here. Oh, I'm actually curious. Was that an 8? So, like, what if I did a 12? Right there. I think that would actually be a little better. What do you think? Better than having this, like, an 8 there? I think that's like a nice, smooth transition there. Yeah, I'm doing a zipper kind of around it. It's gonna join back up here. All right, so let's build another rig. Just so it's easier to see over, because I'm going to have to make more custom. Actually, we're doing that side. But I'm still going to have to make a custom rig for that side, so let's just do it over there. Okay, let's put the rig right about there. The angular rig machine. All right, so we need... I think no, we can definitely go whoop. and have it back in by then so we can keep going. That's about the angle. Wait, is that another angle where I could just build on the grid and it works? Oh, not quite. Because that would be that angle. So we do need to go more this way, I think. The ABR, the Angular Building Rig. There we go. Now we got an acronym going. It's official. I don't know. Sometimes the grid... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I think we copied this one for that one, to be honest. I meant to copy the angle first and then replace it, not just break it. I realized if I line it up to the... No, that wasn't the right angle at all. I don't know what I was doing. Well, now I need to move it back. No, it's like one of these. It's like facing 105. It's like this one. Let's see if that actually works. Oh, that was the right one. Look at that. So I think with this one, oh, that's about, and I think if it was just one more space up, so copy it there. I think that makes it look better. Okay, that's smooth. That's smoother. All right. Now we do need to get it to go that way, so I think that's the angle we just did though, right? Why does it look so different? Is that the same angle we just did? Yeah. Didn't look like it. Yeah, ready player Trev, how's it going? I think that's the way I need to get it to go now. Yep. That's good. That's good. Should be able to do a smoothish. It doesn't have to be like a super severe turn here. So what I'm doing now, for those wondering, is this is it's like a more advanced technique, but it's using multiple, many off angles to make a smooth, curvy pathway. This one I feel like I don't have quite the right angle going. So this is such a quick turn. But I got to get this to turn. Actually, I probably should have done a turn sooner, I think. Yeah, I think I'm going to have it, like, turn... Oh, nope, don't break that. That actually is a good angle. It'll kind of be straight, but we'll have it be a little bit curvy there. So then... Yep, now we got to keep curving left, which means right about there. I think I underestimated the curve I needed to do there. Hola, how's it going? I don't speak Spanish, but I know that one. Yeah, I think we can pull this turn now. Yeah, it's very tedious process here, but it's rewarding because you get a nice looking pathway. So I guess that one I could have done further into the ground, but oh well. See, like same with this one. That one maybe could have gone to be a little lower, but I'm not gonna go crazy over it. I wish there was an easier way to snap one under, because there's not even a top snap point. But I wish there was a way to sneak it under there. Or just like, again, an edit tool would be great to like have like the wrench or another item. I could click on like just boom, and then it would bring up like edit options like raise, lower, left, right. And I could just, after the fact, dial in those micro adjustments. Holy, would that be a game changer quality of life feature. Just something. I don't know what item they got to throw in the game to do it, but let us make micro adjustments so I can like put that down a little bit after the fact without having to like rebuild completely. I have 2 legendary storm charms and a rare totem of return. I don't know if I got the turn good enough on this one. I suppose, again, I could always make this one go here, and then this one just go back into this area. Because what I could also do is do that, and then let's just put some filler benches. What's a good one? I want one you can see. That's a good one. Like we can use the brown for that. I'm out of planks. Just do a little circle here, and then this path leads right here to this opening in the fire pit. And then maybe I leave another opening right here that continues the path to go back there. But I really don't need a path because, like, this is just so open. I feel like that's just worth leaving open. But I could have this path lead to an opening in this campfire area, and this path just lead to right there. I think that would be solid. That's not right. Okay, I think we can have this one. Because I don't think it can curve here, but it's going to be aiming here when that transition. It can't be, I don't know. It's going to be weird. It has to be very smooth. I almost should have, like, started from here too, and then, like, kind of gone from both sides at it, because it would be really tough. They would actually, I guess they could both connect right here. So many ways I can do this. Because, like I said, this, like, I'll do all sorts of this kind of decoration in other areas, but I figure that would be a good little tester. To at least keep this one going. So I watched the first couple episodes of the new season of Black Mirror. It was pretty interesting. The first one was wild. It was like crazy subscription-based healthcare. Oh my god. It's like they live in a world where someone came up with like life-saving brain surgery that could bring people out of comas or like vegetative states. But basically, when you get the operation's free, but then they have you on a subscription plan. Which is kind of funny because I was going back, I was thinking about the numbers that they were charging, and I'm like, considering the surgery was free, granted insurance isn't covering any of it, a few $100 a month ain't bad to not be a vegetable. Yeah, Black Mirror came out. But yeah, the first episode is pretty wild. It's you're like, yeah, we ain't far off from that. So it's doing it, and the show's doing its job. Also, what else is coming out soon? Last of Us Season 2 should be here pretty quickly, I believe, as well. I'm excited for that. Never played the game, but I'll be damned if I didn't enjoy the show. Same with Fallout. No, I played a very little bit of Fallout. Can't even say I beat the game. But the show, phenomenal. If there's a show I can get my girlfriend into, you know it's a good one. Turn! I could do more severe turns, which I'm going to have to. So here we'll do, like, about that much. We're also getting, like, further away. I have to, like, copy these, like, super far away. There. Then we copy it over here. And now we can get it. I could also break that rock, but then it doesn't look as cool. Turn! We can turn. We can make it, chat. We can make it. We just gotta turn. I can just copy it from there. It's a little closer. I suppose you know what else is possible? If I built another piece coming out this way, it would work the same, right? Let me try that real quick. I'm curious. It's like if I got rid of that, but then we also did like a smaller secondary piece on the rig. At least for now while we're going this way. And does this gets me, oh, I don't even remember which one is which now. So I think I just did that one. I don't remember now. But anyway, I think this will get me closer even though it's the same angle. Because it should be the same exact angle. Yeah, coming off there. So now I can kind of at least not have to copy it as far. Oh, why is that wrong? Did I not move it? Shouldn't it be the same, theoretically? Am I crazy? Maybe I am. We're gonna make it! We're gonna make it, chat! We're gonna make it! We're gonna make it! See, chat, in my brain, why are those not the same? They should be, right? So I build that there, off of there, and then I build this one off there. It should be the same angle, right? Why was that one not the same angle? Did I just do it wrong, or did I, like, not pay attention? Because that should be the same angle as that. Yeah. Ha 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 ha! I gotta get to curve back there. Or, like I said, see if I can get it to reconnect, and then this could just be a little side path. I don't need a actual path connecting. All that work for this. I think I'm done using that rig. I want to get an aerial view of the progress so far. Don't break those. I don't really want to do that. All right. Ooh! Tell me that won't look good when there's about 10 times more pathways. Honestly, I don't know if I actually have it, but I'm pretty sure I could probably get diagnosed if I asked the doctor to. But I think it's different for different people, obviously. But for me, I can sit here for a pretty long time. I mean, I'm about done for the night anyway. This will probably be about where I wrap it up. I'll try to get this to go to the center. But I think I need to start from here right now. Oh, of course, that's going to be off. Oh, there we go. So, let's actually do that. Let's get this. How did we do it over here? We went to like a 12, so I think we go like another... No, I think this one needs to be the 12. Not there. Just the level here is getting annoying. It's goofing things up. A little lower than that. See, it's like practically floating. I want it like half a space higher than that. Am I able to do that? What if I build like on top of it? Yeah, there we go. Still hovering, but not as much. There's no way that angle is good for over here, right? It's too high as well. Yeah, it just floats. I'm gonna have to do a rig over here. It's just a weird slant. It gets higher here than it is here. So it's gonna be a little bit weird, but roughly it's about the angle I'd want if it wasn't floating right here. But I'm pretty sure it starts to float. So we'd want it split right about there. Let's see if I need supporting piece still. I think we're gonna be able to make this work. I just have to build a spinny rig right about here, and I don't want to break that fruit because I'm trying to keep the natural beauty of the area. Where did that go? Okay, so we do need that to pretty much line up with that. Go a little bit more to the right. Right? Yeah, essentially like that. Oh, that plant is doing me in, isn't it? Screw it. One slapberry bush isn't going to make or break the difference of the aesthetic of this island. Or will it? Yeah, we actually want that like as low as... Oh, it's going to be annoying. We actually should have built the rig over there. Because the more over this way I have it... Oops. This gives me more of the pillar to go down. Let me show you a visual example. So with here, we can only aim down as far as this pillar touches the ground before it goes back to the regular angle, right? So this one right here, it'll work, but right here, see how it needs a supporting piece? Because it's eventually going to float off the hill that's happening right here. But since we planted these ones that are at the same angle, this one we can look down just a little bit further on the bottom here, and you know, see how it's going to go into the floor there. But luckily, again, since we have the whole length of this piece to look at, goofed it all up. But you want to be able to look lower. The lower you can look on your reference piece, the better, because then you can dial it in just right. So if we wanted that one there, I think we need that one over a space, to be honest. But that's how you get like the perfect height adjustment. Is see, now I can adjust it a little bit higher, a little bit lower. And I think we want this one to go out like this. Yeah, because the other one's going to go out roughly the other direction. So I need these ones to just meet up, and I'm pretty sure they can. They just got to turn, go in the same direction. Rain is making you sleepy. I can try sleeping until daytime. See if that'll. I don't think it stops the rain. But no, I've got a little bit longer. I've got about maybe 20 minutes max before I wrap it up. Yo, C Chain, thank you for the sub. Okay, so now we need it to go a little bit more this way, actually, the other way. This one, we might not have to worry about it like we did the other one. No, we're good. It's going to float a little bit, but I'm not going to go crazy over every single one that's like hovering a tiny bit. I need more custom angles. Because this one I could do, like, right here. And that's a little bit of a stretch on the turn, but it really does, like, wrap it up. And I think I am going to make this one go lower. It's bugging me now. It's a little bit too low. So, again, we'll just make this reference point over here. Or actually, better yet, like, more like there. So that we can make that piece lower. So we got to make these pieces meet like dead center in the middle. So let's get that one more like there. Yeah. So we got to get a pretty severe turn on the next one. So the next one going this way needs to be like probably like a good almost 5 spaces away. I feel like we have to make a more severe turn here. Because it doesn't have to be the most, like, it's not like it has to be mathematically perfect and smooth of a curve, but you do want, like, a believable curve in the path. See, I think right here, it's going to be a little bit weird. I think that actually does it. That was actually, it's pretty much the same angle, but it definitely tricks your brain into the curviness. So I think that's solid on that side, right? And then we need this one to go left out the other way. And I think we can go ahead and copy that angle. Looks like it's... No, I'm going to be going off the hill here. So as I can make another rig over there, it'll be on the low ground. If we put it like somewhere over here, I think that'll work. Actually... I don't need this here right now. That was just a temporary idea, so let's actually get rid of that, and we can build our rig right here. That would make it so much easier. So let's do it like there. Free spin. There. Bottom piece. Top doohickey. Oops, not the Windows key. Okay, so we need... Is that the spot I need it? Yeah, just a wee bit to the left, right? Beautiful. I just gotta get these ones to do the same thing, but it's gonna be tough. So I have to do... Yeah, that way. But I need to have it pretty severe. It needs to be like... Oh, God! The laggy thunderbolt. Let's call it there. I almost have to have these like closer together so I can fit the turn. Finally, the rain's going away. So it's gonna be a little messy, but I think we can get it to work. Let's see what trying to bridge it with this angle does. I think that's just about perfect. Like it could like maybe make this one. Bam! There we go. Just one space over on that one. It kind of blends it a little bit better. No, this one I wish I'd made a little bit lower, but overall, from the aerial view, actually, why is that one so darn high up? Wish I could get that one lower. Actually, you know, I could do this. Right? And then get it just at least a little bit lower. I can't tell if that's any lower. I don't think it is. Oh, but the slope, we could just... I know what we can do. Since we have this angle again, might as well just use the slope to our advantage. So see how it's sticking up more over here? It means the ground is lower over there because look at that nub compared to that nub. So that means that ground is lower, which means now we can take a floor piece from here and see how much lower into the ground we can aim it. So over here it's going too far, but we want it like probably like on that ground. So now we copy it there. Get rid of our one that's too high up. Snap off of this one, and I don't remember exactly. I think it was there. And now it's just it's, you know, the other ones could probably do to be a little bit lower. Yeah, but I'd rather than that one be too low than that one be like basically sticking out. Oh God! It didn't break the. I think we can copy one of these and it'll be just fine. But we didn't break the rock. That's what I would have been more worried about, was breaking the rock. All right, now we leave it be. Don't touch it. Nobody touch it. Nobody touch anything. I swear the sprint attack will be the death of my builds. All right, I think that's where we'll call it for the night. Only took me, what, an hour? Plus, hour and a half, maybe? I feel like that one could have been, I could have made it, like, this is a little rough here from the top, but it works. I wonder if I could bring these ones over. Let's touch it up a little bit. I think that this one was here instead. Oh, don't do that. And then this one. Yeah, I think if I move these all over just one space, it'll make a big difference in how smooth that turn looks. Because like, there's a little bit more of a gap here. That's okay. Because I know that's a pretty severe turn right there, but that's starting to look a little bit better. Let me see what it would look like. There, and what I'll do is I'll just make this a little bit longer than it currently is. So like there, so it sticks out a little bit more to the right than the left. And then I think all we have to do to even these ones up to make it, because this one's a little bit further away now, we can maybe bring this one back a space. Look better, right? Better? Better than it was 2 seconds ago? Wait, let's get a good look at it in the sun now. Path is looking so good. Thank you. Only took the 2-hour path. Get out of here. And my broken rock. Well, almost broken rock. It'll probably fix itself when I reload. It's solid, chat. It's solid. I think we did a good job. I think I did a better job on the other transit. It doesn't look as good from this angle. It looks a little weird, but it gets better depending on the angle you're at. Some angles it doesn't look as curvy, like as smooth, but otherwise I think that's solid. Like it definitely makes me feel like and it adds more color too, that splash of white. That's pretty much what we did. You're looking at it. That's all what we worked on all day. We did the windows. I did the last building, so I did this structure today, and I connected it to this one, and then we did all the windows on all 3 of these buildings today too. So there's no interiors yet, but everything's connected. So you can go through this building, upstairs, outside, down here, in here, through here, down here, out here. And technically, I think... Oh, yeah, there is a door. So it's really the whole line is this house. You can go from this house, the small one, which I still need to add like a roof up here. Then into this one, then upstairs, then outside, patio, then transfer to the 3rd building, then go downstairs, then go outside, and then boom, full loop through all 3 buildings. The patience was worth it. Oh, yeah. And now I've only got to do it more. I'm going to make this path kind of wiggle through here and probably go over to like here. Or what I'll probably do too is have this one go to about here and then fork that way and fork that way. So that way this can also connect with this one probably. And then this one I'll have to turn pretty quickly, but then or I'll just have to break. I don't know how many rocks this is. Do I have a weaker pickaxe? How could I do damage to this? I want to test, like... I can't tell. Is this all one giant rock structure? I think it is, like this whole thing. But anyway, I think I can lead... Or, again, I don't need a pathway here. I could always just do this one and have this one go this way, or this one... I'm going to have all sorts of areas connecting, but... Oh, it's going to take some time. It's going to take some time, that's for sure. Because this one's going to be interesting. I want it to go basically an immediate U-turn and then go through here. Thing is, I'm wondering how it'll look. Like, if I wanted to ever do, like, another pathway that connects, like, would this be an appropriate transition if I, maybe not that size, but if I did the 8s? So, like, if we did, like, this one kind of coming out. Why is it not lining up? I guess, like, there we go. So, like, what if I had another pathway, like, there, but then, like, this one was curvy? Do you think that would be a good transition? Like, if I wanted to add... So it doesn't have to be perfectly forked. Because it's going to be hard to do forks everywhere if I want it. Like, it has to be a very specific setup area. Like, I couldn't do this crazy of a turn. But I think if I started doing... like an angled path this way, I think from above, or even like, right here, it wouldn't look bad to have like right angles, like 2 paths, 2 squiggly paths, completely crossing paths at a right angle essentially. But I'm thinking I want to do lots of pathways, and I'm not too worried about interior decor on a build or on a village like this. Reason being is, like, what do after a while, like, I could decorate the inside of this building. No problem. And probably, like, anything that's outside. I'll do anything that's visible from the outside, I'll decorate. Like, out here, the patio will get decorated. Out here on, like, this little boardwalk thing, that'll get decorated. But I don't necessarily... And not that I'm against interior decoration, but let's say I do interior decoration in this building, right? We do some in this building. We do some couches down here, maybe a TV, whatever it is. And maybe I can make another area that's like a store or something and have it be less of a house. But after a while, what's going to happen is inevitably I'm going to use all of, there's obviously tons of decor, but eventually I'm going to use all of the decor that I want to, probably all within this building. So all I'd be doing for the other buildings is repeating that exact, and you could argue I'm doing the same thing with the outside, but to have every inside of the building pretty much the same vibe and theme isn't as important to me as making a cool, that's the thing with this game, is you can do one or the other or both. You can have a build that's center focused on the structures, or you can have a smaller build that's more focused on like interior. Like castle builds are good for that depending on what you're building, but I don't know whether I'm going to like go crazy on decorating the insides of all of these, cuz like same thing like within here. Maybe I make this one into a bar or something, and I'm not against doing it, but it's what I'll do last. I'll do all the structures, all the outdoor decorations. There's still tons of work I need to do. Like, there's still plenty of little stuff like that where it's like I haven't even begun the exterior decorating part yet, let alone the interior decorating. Like, I've already used a ton of builds, but there's still tons of stuff. Like, this is just an example where, like, right off the top of my head, I know I want these on here just to bring it to life a little bit more. And then same thing, like, with just putting other external decorations, it's going to add up to a lot, and I may not even have enough build complexity at the end of the day to make that happen. There'll be all sorts of opportunities to, like, have little areas for life vests and stuff. Like, maybe that's what I could put down here, is just like a little batch in here. And then the life preservers, or the... Oh, it's actually... Yep. Oh, it's 8 o'clock. I didn't realize it was already 8. Time to call it, because Heather's ready for me to pick her up. I'm out of here, guys. Come check me out on Twitch and YouTube if you're here on the TikTok. Same username, Epic Bricks. Also, code Epic Bricks in the item shop. And as far as the streaming platforms, I stream pretty much every day. I did take 2 days off just now. But most days of the week, you will find me live between the hours of 4 and 8 p.m. Pacific time. So it's a little late for the East Coasters. But every day on all the platforms, same username, Epic Bricks. And especially with the Star Wars update probably coming out next month, code Epic Bricks in the item shop is very much appreciated. Get it before you get your Star Wars Battle Pass or any of the cosmetics that they're coming out with in a couple weeks here. Sounds good on the raid. Let's get it going. It's gonna be a quick one because I'm actually mad hungry, and we're making burgers. All right, send over the love, send over the appreciation, the inspiration, all of it. Love you guys. Have a good night. I'm out of here. See ya. Same thing for my TikTok people. I just ended the stream on Twitch, but just drop a follow on Twitch on the way out. Epic, can I still recruit the Star Wars villagers? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. I'm out of here, though, guys. Have a great day. Thank you, Zeppelin, all my other mods. Have a great day. I'm out of here.